Welcome back to WK Stars Basketball Weekly. I am Dan Sheppard, once again sitting in with the coach of the Stars, Daniel Potts. Coach, it's been a whirlwind this week. Yeah. Let's have it. What's happened?
Well, we went down to Poplar Bluff and played in a Thanksgiving tournament. I think it's the first time even myself has been away from my family on Thanksgiving Day. And it was a little different. It was a little different, you know. You have 18 and 19-year-olds that's probably never been away from home and never been away from home on Thanksgiving Day. And it was a lot of mixed emotions. You could tell that. You could tell the atmosphere when we even went down there. It was different, you know. And I've probably learned from this, and I probably won't ever schedule another Thanksgiving Classic again, you know, as far as I'm here. But, you know, we went down there. I wish we could have competed a lot harder.
Right.
But, you know, we went down there. I think I learned a lot, you know, myself about our players. And I learned from which guy's body language is going to be positive and negative and things of that nature. So I learned a lot about my team, you know, this week. We went down there. You know, we got 3 losses. But, again, me and Coach Kimbler sat down. We talked. We listed the pros and cons of each player. Mm-hmm. And I think we have a game plan now for the rest of the year.
Right, and I think that game plan showed off last night in that game.
It sure did. It sure did. We played as a team last night. I remember one possession where we popped the ball around 12 times and then we scored. And that's what I've been trying to get our guys to be patient and play together as a team.
And quickly, what's the injury report this week?
We had practice 2 days ago, and we were doing some kind of drill, I think a ball screen drill, and Blake Houston, our good 3-point shooter, number 10, rolled his ankle really, really hard. And he'll be out for hopefully they said only 5 to 7 days, but it might be even a little bit longer. It was about baseball-sized swole on his left ankle there. But we're icing him and taking care of, doing the proper precautions, and hopefully he'll be back here in about a week and a half.
All right, sounds good, Coach. When we come back, we're going to be talking about that Three Rivers tournament. You are watching WK Stars Basketball Weekly. Welcome back into WK Stars Basketball Weekly. Dan Sheppard here, sitting in with Coach Potts. Coach, the first game we had coming up at Three Rivers
was Three Rivers.
Three Rivers.
And you saw them play in the Classic down there at McCracken County.
Right.
Tough team. My land's a tough team. A lot of D1 players, and they play as a team. You can tell, especially number 50, they got fire in their eyes and a passion to play the game, man. They're fun. They're fun to watch. I knew we had our hands full.
Right. Right. Well, here are the highlights here.
Said it was a different atmosphere. The place was packed. Y'all don't see this side of the court, but I mean, fans were everywhere.
They got loud in there.
Oh yes, they did. And that's a big gym. Big gym. Great atmosphere. Of course, Gene Best has been there for 44 years, so he has a lot of, he's got a lot of fans, so to speak.
Won a lot of games.
Yep. I think he's almost
creeping up on 1,200.
Most in NJCAA history. It's a great pass there. We still want. Pedro right there, when he's making his pass, he has a terrible habit of jumping in the air to make his passes. You'll see that just about all these highlights today, and he got him in trouble a couple games. But we got to get him to stay on the floor right there.
One thing I've been harping on, and this happened in this game, since I've been sitting in this chair, it seems like you just get off to a sluggish start.
Sluggish start. I mean, that's been the motto of the year, it seems like, you know. We actually got off to a decent start against the second game. That's one thing we've been. I've been switching lineups. I think I've switched out of 15 games. I think I've had maybe 9 to 10 starting different lineups. So yeah, I'm trying to. Look at Three Rivers just popping that ball around. That was a good charge by Jay Lee right there.
That's one thing in this game I thought the next game, the referees loved to call the charge.
Yeah.
Which really worked out in your favor, I would think.
Right, and that's one thing when you go to different places such as Missouri. I wish everything was consistent with the refs, because some people call charges, some don't, some call handshakes. It's just hard to. You get an adjustment. You got to be smart. You got to adjust to the way they're calling the game. That's a great pull up by Chase. Chase is really coming along. He's getting his confidence back. He's getting his conditioning back. Chase is going to have a great second half part of the season here.
Right.
Down by 14 right here.
Something I thought watching these games, Coach, is I mean, you guys weren't necessarily competing in the games as far as the points were,
right.
But I didn't think that you were really overpowered by any of these teams.
Right.
I thought any of them you were capable of beating.
I totally agree. And it was when we got close to, like, I can see the scoreboard right there, it's 45-33. When we got close and got it within 10 or 9, they'd come down, maybe hit a shot or a three-point shot, and, just lost our momentum. And our guys ain't, I don't know what the word is, maybe mature enough as a team yet.
They don't have the confidence.
To maybe take those blows and then come back with a blow of our own. Good hedge by B right there. This was the kill. That's what I was talking about. I think we got it within 9.
Right.
And that kid right there just hit a 3 with the
Dagger.
shot clock running down to 1. And if he would have missed that, it would have been a long rebound. We could have went down there and scored maybe a bucket. That could have been a momentum swing for us.
I thought you guys handled the press really well that they threw at you. In the next game, Northeast threw a press at you.
Yeah.
Thought you handled that super well.
Yeah, there was a couple times in the 1-3-1. It's a different type of press.
But it's really the half court offense in this tournament here that you struggled at.
And after this tournament, that's what we kind of honed in on Monday's practice was our half court offense and quite frankly our half court defense as well. Because we gave up 89 points. We've still been giving up about close to 83, 84 points, and that's usually not like West Kentucky. And we went back to start doing the old fundamentals even my first year back, and hopefully that helped out. But Jermaine had a pretty decent game. He had 15 points, 9 rebounds. Only knock on him, he had about 4 turnovers that we got to limit. We had 26 turnovers as a team this game.
Wow.
That's 26 possessions and opportunities that we can score.
And that is where the points are coming in. It's not
correct.
It's not that you're playing poor defense, in my opinion. It's that the turnovers, you're taking quick, not necessarily good shots, instead of letting that time eat up a little bit on the shot clock.
I couldn't agree with you more, Dan. We got to value that basketball, and that's one thing I write up on the board and preach to our kids every single game before the game starts is, valuing that basketball, how important it is to every possession to get up that shot, to get to take a great shot and not lead to their fast break opportunities and things like that. But I think you're exactly right. It's not necessarily our defense. It's taking care of the ball. When we throw that ball away, they have a live ball turnover, which results in them getting easy buckets.
Right.
So I couldn't agree with you more.
Okay, so we get through the Three Rivers game, and you're rewarded by playing Northeast.
Yeah,
here
Northeast
out of Oklahoma,
and they're 10-3 right now, and my goodness, what a team. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's probably the weirdest defense I've ever seen in my life. As far as basketball concerns, I've been around the game for a long time, but it's a 2-3 zone extended.
It's a matchup zone.
It's a 2-3 zone extended, but it almost looks like a 4-1.
Right.
And that guy down there on the lower block there, he's about 6'9", 6'10", very lengthy. So anything you try to get in the middle, he's a big boy. He's swatting it. We had a great game plan. Me and Coach Kimbler stayed up all night. I'm talking about until 2:30, 3 a.m., coming up with 4 easy plays that we think that was really effective against this extended 2-3 zone, so to speak. And the first 8 or 9 minutes, I think we were right there with them. I think the score within the first 8 minutes was 16-12 or something like that. And then, quite frankly, we brought some people off the bench, and they wanted to do something else, and it turned around to be a quick game after that. And they did this 1-3-1 press into their extended zone, which is
I don't think that hurt you as bad as
it hurt us. It hurt us a couple times. A couple of our point guards wanted to dribble instead of pass it up the floor. and things like that. But you are right. We got that ball in Chase Clark's hand, and Chase Clark made that diagonal pass. And after we broke that, we were fine for the most part. Good take by Jay. They were big. They were scrappy, and then I promise you guys, Northeast Oklahoma has at least 2 or 3 big-time D1 players.
Oh, yeah.
Number 11, Sean Nottingham, he is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of number 11 for Neo. I mean, he plays hard. He don't even start. He didn't even start for Northeast Oklahoma, but it came in, man, and one of the best drivers I've ever seen in the game. Watching live.
Right. Again, though, I didn't think you guys were dominated.
Right.
I thought you guys certainly could have been capable of winning this game.
Right. And, the process of losing is learning how to win. And I've been trying to tell them that. Learn how to win and learn how to win together. And once we figure that out, we're going to be okay.
This zone really seemed like it forced you to shoot a lot of
exactly.
three-point shots.
You got 8 hands out on that perimeter, and when they didn't start doing what we drew up in our shoot-around session, and they wanted to start doing the threes, we didn't. I think. Well, let me see here. We were.
It
12 or
looks
32.
like the highlights that you're hitting a lot of them.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the only thing we show.
When you miss, right. When you miss, no one's there to rebound.
Right, and it's usually when we miss, it's a long rebound, and there's 4 guys already on the perimeter, and they're off with the races, so to speak, right there. In this game, I saw a lot of selfish play. Through the whole weekend, I hate to bring up bad news or bad things, but I saw a lot of selfish play and a lot of I instead of we. And like I said, after this tournament, me and Coach Kimbler really sat down, made pros and cons, a list of things, and drew up a game plan which resulted into a great game for us last night.
We'll get to that game as quick as we can, Coach.
Please.
Another long 3 out there. And they weren't just threes it seemed like we were forced to take. It was long 3-pointers.
Right. And again, we had 17 turnovers this game. 17 turnovers this game. Chase Clark, I thought he played a pretty good game overall. Made a lot of smart decisions on the court. He had 5 assists, 8 points. Donald shot the ball decent at 3 Rivers here. Jay Lee really struggled this game. This was one game that he really struggled. When we got the ball down low to him, he was shying away from contact and things of that nature instead of just doing what Jay Lee does and going up, like a beast that he is. And he struggled with this guy. I think I'm looking here. I think he only had 11 points off of 5 of 17 shooting.
Right.
And that's that Jay Lee's about 55% on the year in field goal percentage wise. But I think he learned from it. I think he knows to initiate that contact first, and then in the next game, Dyersburg State, he proved it on the line. So.
Right. Speaking of Dyersburg State, we will talk about that game when we come back. You're watching WK Stars Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WK Stars Basketball Weekly. Dan Sheppard here, sitting in with Coach of the Stars, Daniel Potts. Coach, going into this Dyersburg game, on paper, I'm thinking, okay, these first 2 games are going to be tough games for you to win. But the Dyersburg game, I'm thinking you guys got a really good chance to win this game.
Right. Well, of course, when they came here at our place, I think it was November 1st. They got us with the last second shot. It was a running floater. Mm-hmm. So, on paper, too, I thought we could really come out and win this ball game. But give credit to Dyersburg State. They came out and were scrappy. They were hot to start the game. They played together as a team. They really did. They got a lot better since we played them November 1st. So, yeah. That's one kid right there is coming along.
Right. He was the bright spot of this tournament, I think, is his play.
Yeah, I totally agree. And he's going to look at him right there running the floor, man. Love this kid. Everybody on this team loves this kid. It seems like when he scores, it gets everybody pumped up and involved. And we've been missing that this year.
And his play carried over into the game last night.
Yes, it sure did. It sure did. He's been playing great as of late. And it's awesome to see. Jay Lee working hard right there. Jay Lee had a good game. He did. He wound up with 31 points. One positive about this game, we got to the line 39 times. We got to the line 41 times. So we were at least aggressive and attacking,
right,
and things of that nature. We didn't take great shots, and we didn't play with that enthusiasm on defense that we needed to play.
I really think this game just came at a bad time, honestly, for you guys. And I know that's life and that's how things go, but I mean, you're coming off these two games, and then this one 3 days in a row. Been struggling a little bit. This just wasn't good timing.
Right, you're exactly right. We got our tails beat by 28 the first night, and then we get your tails beat by 26 the next night, and going into this game, our spirits, our morality is kind of down, and I tried to pump them up the best I could before this game, but we got off to a decent start in this ball game.
Yeah.
We really did. I know our guys are thinking right now in our shoot around. I ran their tails off in shoot around because I just wasn't happy. I think we could have competed better in those first two games than what we did, and that might be a reason why we got beat. But we learned some lessons, I believe.
You worked them too hard in shoot around, sounds like.
Yeah, and I did, and I knew that, and that was my goal. I ain't gonna lie to you. But again, though, turnovers. We had 25 turnovers. 25 turnovers. We had 26 the first night, 17 the second, and 25 in this game right here. And that's 25 opportunities we have got to get a shot up, or at least get a shot attempt. We out-rebounded them by 11. And on paper, if you look at the stat sheet and you see that we went to the line 41 times, they went to it 24, and then, we out-rebounded them by 11, you think that we wouldn't be getting beat by 20, but
right.
but we did.
That's why they keep those papers, I think, so.
Yeah. And granted, they really shot the ball well. I mean, they shot 39 threes, Dan. Dyersburg shot 39 threes.
They shoot a lot of threes. They're going to.
Good take by Jay. When he's attacking, he's a beast. When he settles for things, he's not the greatest. I'll just be quite honest. As a team, we might have had a couple guys who really wanted it and are really hungry for a win. But as a whole team, we didn't, and Dyersburg did. They were hungry for the win. They knew our game down there at our place was a close game, and they came out. They came out hungry and with a fire.
Right, you could just see the body language out there on our guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Contrast that with the next game you're about to see.
Yeah, I know, right?
And it's just like night and day.
I thought Pedro Gelpi played pretty well, pretty consistent the whole tournament at Dyersburg, and I rewarded him yesterday with some minutes, with some extra minutes, and he produced. My goodness, did he produce?
He did. And now that game, Coach, that tournament, it's over.
It's
done
over.
Talking about that.
Yeah, it's over forever.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Last night, Coach.
All right. Let's see him. That's one thing we've been trying to get Don to do. Is take the ball. We know we can shoot the ball. Let's get to the rack right there. And Dan, he's 93.8% on the free throw line.
Wow.
So I wanted him to get the attack the basket a whole lot more than what he has been doing.
Great follow.
Yeah.
There.
Watch this ball fake right here by Don. This is beautiful. He's a good shooter. Oh, good. That's a great ball fake. Great shot. Mm-hmm. That's smooth, about as smooth as it gets. I had to bring out the new uniforms last night. We got some new home uniforms and our gold there, and they look sharp. Chase Clark really played a good ball game yesterday. He took the ball. He took the ball strong a lot. I know he probably got around 5 or 6 rebounds, and he was the floor general out on the court. And we need that from him, going on the rest of the season here. I thought Tarkus Hughes played a great ball game. We had 6 guys in double figures. I love seeing that. As a coach, we had 6 guys over 10 points. Donald had 14. Jay Lee had 15. Tarkus Hughes had 13. Chase Clark had 10. Emmanuel Abbage had 10, and Ben Daredoy had 15.
Well, that's hard to stop when you have that many players who are scoring. You can't just focus in on 1 or 2 guys, which has been a
But that
problem.
also means, and I know you was there at the game last night too, we were making the extra passes last night. We were playing so unselfish. And
some of those had to get cut out for the time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and even look at that, shooting it with confidence right there. That young man has really come along. When the thing in this ball game, we started out on a 24-10 start of the ball game. It's something that I've never seen so far of us this year.
You're right. You're right.
So we started out
coming from behind.
We started out, very, very good, very, very good right there.
One negative I might see in this game is I felt like we could have just put them away a few times, and we just didn't have that killer instinct.
Right. I call it that bulldog mentality of being up 5, be up 10, be up 10, be up 15, be up 15, be up 20. Just keep pushing that lead.
Look at that guy there.
Oh man, I had a smile on my face. I ain't seen one of those in a while.
Should have replayed that.
Oh man, it was fun watching this team last night play together finally.
Right.
And pop the ball around and do what the coaches have been trying to get them to do, and it resulted into a 20-point win almost. Being patient right here, not forcing anything. We're going back door. If you're not open, going back door. We're cutting. We're popping the ball around the perimeter. And right here, 5 seconds on the shot clock, we get a great layup. I mean, what more could you ask for? I thought Emmanuel Abbage played really well, really well this game. And then I thought number 3 right there, Pedro Gelpi, gave us what we needed on the defensive end.
It's a tough shot right there. Through the big guy.
Up 12 going in here, up 12. And like I said, that was one of the things I tried to make known to them at halftime. Don't be satisfied being up 12. Push this thing out. Don't let them linger around, because they're going to get confidence if they linger around and things like that. And we don't want to be in a tight ball game at the end. Be really. What happened? They started doubling down on our Jermaine Lee off B, which is a 43% shooter. So B, as confident as B was, he just does what he does, knocking some threes down, and they couldn't double team anymore. So that helped us out. Great play right there by Pedro. He still got to stay on the floor. Throw his feet off. It's hard to make passes when you're up in the air right there.
Jump to shoot, not to pass.
That's right. Jay Lee played a great second half. I got on him a little bit at halftime. I laid it to him a little bit, and he came out the second half and played and produced. So Jonald's got a pure shot, sweet shot. That was one of the things I really challenged him to do this ball game was take it to the hole first, and then settle for that outside shot, and he did. It was a great little shot there by Pedro. The confidence right here, D-man. Sizing up, seeing what he's got. Right. Okay, he's going to play off me. I'm gonna knock it down.
Look at the smile. Look at the facial expressions right here. Coach.
So much different body language than the last 7 games. Even myself.
It's easier to play. It's more fun to play when you're looking like that.
Yeah, right. And everybody was using each other. Like I said, we were making the extra passes. We were being patient. We were picking the times to drive it to the hole and when not to. And I was proud of our young men yesterday, proud of us. In the locker room after the game, everybody together was just smiling and we complimented each other. Great pass. I remember the pass you made. I heard them talking, and it was, that was just fun. It was fun. That's what we've been trying to get all year long, to get this team and the group to come together And, you know, last night was a great start to that. And Campbellsville's no slouch team now. You know, they had a 6'9" kid in the middle who had 25 on it. He was a good ball player. Even had a really good dunk over one of our guys. But and their point guard was really good too. They had some solid players that play varsity for them, and their varsity team right now is third in the country at 10-1. So. You know, we had our hands full yesterday. I was proud of our guys, and I look forward to seeing this keep blossoming.
Oh, I do too. And speaking of keeping forward and blossoming, this weekend, Saturday, we've got coming in. We're going to keep it right here because we're running out of time. We've only got a couple minutes left.
Okay.
So tell us about Mid-South. They're out of West Memphis.
West Memphis, Arkansas, and they have some talent. They got some athletes on that team, man. They're going to kill you with penetration. That's what they do best. They like to beat you off the dribble. They kind of play a dribble drive type offense, and they beat you on the boards. They got some great athletes. You know, they got some 6'7", 6'6" guys. Very, very athletic, very talented. They'll have some D1 athletes, you know, on the team too, and we're just going to have to play a good ball game. And that ball game's Saturday at 3 o'clock. And that's Saturday, December 6th at 3 o'clock. And you know, that's going to be a great game for us. If we play like we did against Campbellsville, together as a team, and you know, giving each other high fives and huddling and being positive with each other and having great body language, man, we're gonna be tough to beat Saturday.
I agree. And Saturday, if for some reason you can't make it out here to Hall's Gymnasium, you can watch it live on Paducah2.org, or if you come out on Saturday and you see it, you can also watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it all week if you want.
Yeah, we keep all of our games, all of our home games that we do online. So anytime you want to go watch your Stars play, you know, go to that Paducah2.org/basketball website.
We had a really good crew. It'd be nice if we could get some more people volunteering with us, helping out, doing that. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun to do.
Yeah,
you guys are fun to watch, especially when you win, like last night.
Yeah.
Joey in there, he was all smiles all night, directing. He did a good job.
Man, without you guys, I don't know where we'd be. Man, like I said, we appreciate it tremendously.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Coach. That's about all the time we've got for today. You have been watching WK Stars Basketball Weekly.